You know, the ballroom floor, it demands passion, right? Performance, partnership.
Everything.
And the cameras flash, the spotlights are just blinding. And for these two, well, the intensity, it didn't just stay on the floor. It detonated backstage.
It was a scandal defined by just sheer speed.
One day of this electrifying, super intimate chemistry, and then a collapse. Months of toxic, very public warfare. We're talking reality TV, social media, and, yeah, even the courtroom.
Exactly. This is the story of DWTS.
Yeah.
One day, one betrayal, then war.
Welcome to the deep dive.
We take all your sources, the articles, the interviews, the TV clips, all the public statements, and we distill them. We give you that critical insight, basically a shortcut to being completely in the know on the biggest sagas in pop culture.
And today we are charting the complete, just, volatile trajectory of Dancing with the Stars pro Gleb Savchenko and his season 33 partner, the model Brooks Nader.
And this is so much more than just gossip.
Oh, yeah. It's a perfect, almost painful case study in the modern monetized showmance, where personal vulnerability is, like, the most valuable thing you have.
So our mission today is to track this whole affair from its incredibly quick start back in September 2024.
That day one intimacy.
Right. All the way through the intense family drama, the televised cheating allegations in 2025, and right up to that final legal move that, honestly, nobody saw coming.
Okay, let's get into it. We have to start at the very beginning, and the story really kicks off with a bold, very specific request from Brooks herself.
This is the perfect place to start. And the headline here really sets the tone for everything. The model's mandate. Give me the hottest, douchiest guy.
I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about what she was looking for.
It really does.
So you have to understand where Brooks Nader was in her life in September 2024. She was newly divorced. She'd been in one relationship from age 18 to 27.
A whole decade, basically.
Yeah. And she admitted on Watch What Happens Live on WWHL that because of this, she felt, and this is her word, childlike in relationships, just totally inexperienced with dating.
And that lack of experience is so crucial here. She goes into this high-pressure, super emotional environment on DWTS. And she's basically looking for a crash course in dating.
Exactly the experience she felt she missed out on.
Right. So she's not just asking for a dance partner.
Not at all. She told the DWTS producers exactly what she wanted. Her words were, the hottest, douchiest guy, and that is how she got paired with Gleb Savchenko.
Who has that reputation, that charisma, that kind of bad boy vibe the show loves to play up?
It was almost a calculated move on her part, but the speed at which this whole thing took off was shocking.
I mean, it suggests she was looking for intensity, maybe even a little chaos.
Forget a slow burn showmance. This whole story is about speed. Nader confessed later that she and Gleb became intimate on the very first day they met.
The very first day.
Before the Good Morning America announcement, at the meet and greet.
Wow. That's almost unheard of, even for DWTS.
Yeah.
Her reason was that the sexual tension was so high, she just wanted to, and I quote, get that over with.
Like it was a box to check so they could focus.
Exactly. Especially since she said she didn't think they'd win anyway. So the personal connection, that was priority number one.
And they definitely committed to it.
Yeah.
She called the whole thing a great thing since she was newly single and said the chemistry was just natural and totally real.
And it got serious fast. They were seen kissing backstage by week 2. He's calling her super hot with great energy.
And then came the tattoos.
The matching secret symbol tattoos, they got them together by the end of October.
Okay, so let's just recap that. Day 1 hookup, week 2 kissing, tattoos by the end of the month.
It's an insane pace.
Yeah.
And that level of intensity, all compressed into a few weeks, is exactly why the implosion was so dramatic and why everyone on set knew what was going on.
It was so explosive, even her family couldn't ignore it.
Yeah.
So coming up, we have this incredible detail about why Brooks' sister literally avoided her trailer. You really don't want to miss that.
Okay, we're moving into segment 2, where this physical connection becomes public testimony. And the headline here is just perfect. The trailer was shaking when workplace romance erupted into TMI.
All right, you teased it, so let's get right to it. Brooks' sister, Grace Ann Nader, went on the Chicks in the Office podcast and gave this amazing detail.
Remember this.
She said that every single time she visited Brooks' trailer on the DWTS set, The trailer was shaking.
Shaking.
She said she never wanted to go in, was always knocking. It just gives you this visceral image of what was happening behind the scenes.
It really paints a picture, and it shows you the complete lack of boundaries in what is, a professional workplace.
And the family, they weren't just noticing the physical side. They were waving some serious emotional red flags. They thought this was moving way too fast for Brooks.
Right, especially given her dating history.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah. Her sisters specifically identified Gleb's behavior as love bombing.
And for anyone who doesn't know, love bombing is that strategy of just overwhelming someone with affection and compliments really early on.
It creates dependency. It can hide other issues.
Exactly. And her sisters saw the speed, the grand gestures, and they felt he was just overwhelming Brooks before she could really think clearly about it.
Even her dad, Bro Gardner Nader, he weighed in. He said their PDA was a little bit over the top.
The whole family saw the crash coming.
And they were right, because after only 4 weeks, they get eliminated, and the whole thing just slams on the brakes.
So fast. And the breakup itself was so impersonal. Gleb broke up with her over a text message in October.
A text, after all that.
A very cryptic text. She read it out loud later. It said, "I think I'm done. I care about you. I love you."
Wow. That is a brutal way to end a 4-week whirlwind that involved matching tattoos.
She tried to spin it, though.
Yeah.
She posted a TikTok joking that she never knew we were dating to begin with.
Trying to save face.
Of course. But, this is Hollywood. That breakup was never going to be the end of the story.
Right. They got back together for the DW session finale in November, went on a dinner date.
And then Brooks posts another TikTok, this time calling them her fave toxic dance partners.
That quote is so telling.
It is. It's like they knew it was chaotic and messy. They were self-aware about the toxicity, but they chose to lean into it and, monetize it for social media.
It's the modern Showmance playbook, and if you're enjoying this deep dive into how these celebrity relationships actually work, make sure you're subscribed.
All right, let's get to the final chapter. This is where the digital discovery happens, and it turns this chaotic little showmance into all-out war.
This is where it goes from rumor to reality TV evidence. Her pain becomes the plot.
So the second final split happens in April 2025 because she suspects he's cheating. But the proof, the actual receipts, they don't show up until August.
And where do they show up?
On the premiere of her brand new reality show, Love Thy Nader.
Of course. This is just fascinating. The relationship literally becomes the A-plot for her show. The cameras are rolling as Brooks and her sisters find Gleb's phone, which he left in New York.
And she even says to the camera something like, "We've all gone through our man's phone before. It's right in front of me. I have to, right?"
Framing a huge invasion of privacy as, relatable content.
And what they found was pure dynamite for a season premiere. They claimed they found screenshots of her own private photos.
And the most damning thing,
The contact labeled Threesome Girl Joshua Tree.
that specific label is it's made for TV. It immediately went viral. Brooks claimed the messages showed him setting up group encounters while they were supposed to be exclusive.
Her sister called it cheating on steroids.
Wow.
And the show captured all of the raw emotion. Brooks is filmed sobbing on the bathroom floor, saying she felt betrayed, felt so stupid for believing him.
That is a moment of just deep, painful vulnerability broadcast to launch a TV series. And I remember she said something like, "What if I hadn't looked? Would I have married him and had babies?"
Just incredibly high stakes, both personally for her and financially for the show.
So what was Gleb's response to all this?
He denied everything, vehemently. Said he was blindsided, that he learned about the breakup from the media.
So he's saying it's all fake.
He called the cheating claims 100% fake. Said he's a family guy, not some F-boy, and that this was all just manufactured drama to promote her show.
He's basically arguing his personal life was scripted into a plot line without his consent.
Which led to some very public retaliation.
Right. Brooks called him a completely creepy person, and she even blamed him for her low scores on DWTS.
Yes, she said she had no chance at having good choreo because he was humping me the whole time instead of actually teaching her.
And Gleb fired right back.
Yeah.
He threw shade at her dancing skills, telling a magazine he was excited for his next partner because he wouldn't have to hide all of your minuses.
It was a scorched earth PR battle. Just brutal.
But it didn't even end there. There was one final twist.
The biggest one. Nader revealed in December 2025 on WWHL that Gleb never apologized. Instead, the final blow was that he sued her. after the reality show aired.
He sued her. So it went from the dance floor to reality TV to an actual courtroom?
It's the ultimate modern celebrity conflict. Once they decided to film the breakup, Gleb clearly felt his only option was to use the legal system to fight back against a TV narrative.
The whole trajectory is just astonishing, from a day-one hookup to a formal lawsuit.
They left nothing private.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to keep getting the full story on these sagas that go way beyond the headlines, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
All right, so let's summarize what we've just unpacked.
Okay. The Nader and Gleb Savchenko relationship, it started instantly, intensely. We know this because her own sister said the trailer was shaking.
And that speed and passion turned toxic just as fast. We had family warnings about love bombing and then that quick, cold breakup over text.
The final split, though, that only happened after Nader found what she called the digital proof.
Threesome girl, Joshua Tree.
Right. Which fueled her cheating on steroids claim, all perfectly captured for her reality show.
And Gleb denied it all, saying it was manufactured for ratings, which ultimately pushed the entire conflict into the legal system.
And that's where it ended. Not with a social media post, but with a lawsuit. A legal defense against a reality TV storyline.
So here's the thought we want to leave you with. When a celebrity showmance, one that was maybe designed from the start to create buzz and fuel a TV plot, ends up in a courtroom, with one partner suing the other over what was broadcast on their reality show, does that signal the absolute end of celebrity privacy? Or is it just the beginning of a new, really litigious era where the showmance contract now implicitly includes a defamation clause? That's something for you to think about.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives that keep the stars shining.